God had some different plans. So one fine day I was traveling, and there was this kabaddi shop, like the shop where you sell all your broken stuff and all those kind of things, a junkyard kind of thing, and they kept this used magazines and books and everything. And I was going through something, and I found this magazine where you had a sketch of two boys hugging each other. Very new for me. I didn't know something like this happens ever in my life, because I've been always rejected by everybody. And I said, Ki, this is revolution. If two people are, so I thought it is a porn magazine. So I first took it, and so the second question appears to be, where will I read it? I can't take it to my home. I can't allow my mother to see what I'm reading. So I actually went to a public toilet, like a Sulabh Shauchalaya. I gave money. I sat beside that stinking loo and was reading this magazine again and again and again and again and again. And you know that public toilet. This is a very funny instance. You know that public toilet people start banging the doors. No, if you don't come out of the time, you have to come out and then go again inside to read the next chapter of the book. So it's a very funny. I think I should write some book, which is a very funny incidents of my life. I remember the first time I tried to commit suicide, I was extremely overweight, like 80 kgs at the age of I think 15 or 14 years. And so I read this magazine, and I found out is that apparently there is this section called as a Khush Khat, where you have to there's a post box, and you can write to somebody, and there are people like you. I came to know about LGBT community over there. Before that, I used to only think that this kind of community is there in abroad. So my ultimate objective was that I will complete education, I will do computers, and then I will go to abroad, and I don't have to see India again. I don't have to see my family. I don't have to respond to the questions of my extended family of what I'm doing, why am I having long hair, why am I doing eyebrows, why am so all these kind of things. And then I came to know there's an organization called as Humsafar Trust, which is in Santa Cruz, which is the oldest LGBT organization. And there are a lot of people who come over there, and they give counseling and all those kind of things. So I said, okay, fine. That became my ultimate objective of my life. That I have to visit this place for one sake, just to meet somebody like me, not to do anything, nothing, just meet person like me. That person like me exists, and I'm not the only one on this entire world. So actually, I wrote almost 150 letters to people to approach me. I don't know how many photos in my studios. I must be very ugly at that point of time. Nobody responded to me. But fortunately, after 6 months, one person responded. And that person called me on my landline number. My mother picked up and she said, that is, your friend is there. And I said, whose friend? I don't have any friend. I spoke to him. This person was called as Tushar. He said that come to this place and we will meet. I said, okay, fine, I will come. I went there, and apparently he was a gay person, and he was thinking I am a man, I should be having sexual act with him. And I said, I'm sorry, I'm not a man. I'm not a gay. I don't feel myself as a gay. I'm not a man. I'm a woman inside, and that's what my problem is. I'm really sorry, but I cannot have sexual act with you. But he said that if you don't have sexual act with me, I will never be able to tell you the next step. So I said, okay, fine. You do whatever you want to do with my body, but at least tell me where I can get the person like me. I want to see. So then finally he gave me an address of a park, a garden where a lot of people like me come on Sunday evenings, and that was called as a Maheshwari Garden, which is there in Sion. And I said, okay, I will go there. He said, I will come with you. He didn't came at that point of time. I entered, and what I saw was an arena of the people with various identities. People, some are using loud makeup, clapping, and that was my first exposure to the LGBTI community. And I was a little bit scared about that, but fortunately I found another gay couple over there who was also Maharashtrian, and they said that, listen, don't worry, don't get scared. I know you are coming for the first time. I know you are for the first time you are seeing people like us at this point of time, but there is an organization called as Hamsafar Trust, and we will take you over there. I said, okay, fine. They took me to the Hamsafar Trust, and I met the person called as Mr. Ashok Rao Kavi, who's the first ever gay person came out in India. He was working for some magazine or something like that. So he was sitting there and he was typing something on the computer, and I went to him and I said, I feel like this, the word I use is that I feel vichitra, like I in Marathi I said, I vichitra, I feel unnatural. So he said that is what do you mean by vichitra? I said by vichitra means I feel weird. I feel I'm vikrut, I'm against the nature of the law. And he said, what is Vikrut? Prakruti evam Vikrut, Vikruti evam Prakruti, which means that whatever there you see in the universe is natural. So I said, no, I didn't get it. What do you mean by that? He said, listen, how much fingers you have? I said, five. He said that if somebody has six fingers, will you discriminate that person? I said, I have never thought about it, but yeah, people sometimes find it a weird thing. And he said that, have you ever thought from that person perspective? This is not what this person has asked for. Okay, then he said that look into the nature. He said ki all the fruits are having same taste. Does all the fruits have same color? This is the way of how nature is balancing itself, that there are some people who are homosexual, there are some people who are transgender, there are some people, so they don't procreate, and the equilibrium of the universe is maintained. Right now the universe is managing with COVID-19, that, but it says that it is a unique way of, and he said that this is not the kind of the sexuality and sexual preferences and gender identity that you're talking about. This is not only in humans, it is in monkeys, it is in whales, it is in dolphins, it is in birds, it is in bees, and it is in everywhere. It is in part of the nature. So I started researching about it, and I said, okay, listen, I work as a computer in a computer institute as a teacher, but I want to leave that. I want to work for a community cause. For the first time, it ring my bell is that when I was young, in from between my adolescence time, nobody was there to support. I said, now I find the cause for my living. Why I survived from these three uh, suicidal attempts, because I was destined to come here. Was because I was destined to meet you. I was destined to come into this organization and see this place. So he said, listen, we are an NGO. We don't have money. You are already earning 6,000 rupees. Baba, we will not be able to pay you 1,000 rupees also. And in return of that, you have to actually go to public toilets, garden to distribute condoms to people, because we are actually providing prevention program, HIV prevention program. I said, I will do whatever you want to do it, but just don't allow me to go out of this place. This place is like a temple for me. When I entered into this place, I was in peace with my mind. So that really gave me a lot of confidence. Then I didn't look back. I started as a peer educator, distributing condoms, leaflets, started talking to them, and more people I started talking, the more and more my picture in my mind started getting clear about my sexuality, my sexual preferences, about my gender identity. But one thing that really struck me hard is that I was not being able to associate other gay people or bisexual people or lesbian women. And more I was going in the LGBTI community, I was realizing is that I'm different. I identify myself as a woman. My issue is not with my sexuality. My issue is with my gender. I need to transition. I hate this body. I cannot take this body. And throughout my life, I kept hating my body. That's the reason why I did not look into the mirror for 11 to 12 years. That's the reason why I never used to go to my relatives' marriage or happy occasion. I have never met any of my cousin brothers for longest period of time. I was not outspoken. So this is what my problem is, that I need to transition. Once that click in my mind, everything started